Hey guys, welcome back to Tempest Tuesday. Today I have a complete overhaul to the dungeons and I've also added 2 new mobs. Before I continue though, let me say the food system, not very popular. I'm going to change it completely because at the moment it just isn't working that well. So let's just hold a torch. I'm using Optifine smooth lighting to do this, so yes, this does use a mod, but the mod will not be included in the Tempest's box. That's just an optional thing for those people who want to add it. So let's just move around, and as you can see, this particular area is supposed to be scientists who have abandoned a project to use redstone to grow crops a little bit more, and you'll see evidence of that soon. Now, looking around, you can see that the dungeon generates pretty much perfectly. Every part of the dungeon will be connected to something else. It does dead end and it does branch off into other areas. And as you can see, no parts of the dungeon is secluded, so it's always accessible from all parts. And now it's raining. Why does this happen to me? It's been a while since I've uploaded a Tempest Tuesday video, but as you can see, there's 6 individual rooms that generate, and they all generate slightly differently because of how the hallways work. So moving around, you can see a few traps. This one emits some poison if you open that. But yeah, the hallways go on for quite a while. I think this structure just happens to be extremely large. They come in all different sizes, but they will always spawn at Y31. Let's just quickly go through some of the 6 rooms that we have here. I'm going to create a tutorial for this dungeon generator soon, just not yet. So here we have the first room, and as you can see, it's a little bit more cluttered than what's in the dungeon because the dungeon actually clears out chunks of this when it generates the rooms. So not all of this generates, sometimes 50 to 75%, sometimes 25% of this room will generate. Then we get this one. This one looks extremely cluttered. And yes, but remember, when you cut out sections of this, it doesn't look as cluttered. Going on to the next room, you can see that this one also looks cluttered, but as I said, it doesn't clutter much. In here we have a larger room. This is just for a little bit of variety, and it does actually work quite well, except when you have 2 rooms overlapping, which can cause some unusual behavior, but otherwise it looks okay. Moving on to this one, notice how some of the rooms are pretty asymmetrical. That's because when the hallways generate, they'll be generating slightly differently. And then we have this room. This is the only room so far that has 2 floors because the dungeon generator so far doesn't support vertical dungeons, so I will be fixing that in the future as well. And as you can see, we've got some asymmetry just so we can include a little bit more variety in our things. So this is where the redstone and plant theme comes into play right here. Let's go fight the 2 new mobs over here. So let's press this button and let's see this first mob here. This first mob is a type of orc called the 𝒂𝒂𝒂. Very fast, very strong, but also has a jumping attack. There we go. And that's just, oh wow, that's really tough. This guy can be killed at range at best, so we'll give ourselves a bow and some arrows, and as you can see, at range this guy will be absolutely no problem. But if he tracks you, you're going to want to run or come up with a plan to kill him. So this guy is a pretty weak orc. Not much to him. I mean, he's pretty strong compared to other things. And remember that he will spawn more than once as well. I'm thinking of having these guys spawn in pairs, but that's something I'm going to think about. This next orc though, brutal. The only way to kill it is by setting up traps. So let's just set up a trap real quick around me. And so let's just set up a very simple trap here, so when he steps on it, he'll get pushed in like so. Alright, let's activate him. This is the 𝒔𝒔, or 𝒔𝒔, however you want to pronounce. Now, come over here, mate. There we go. This is the only way. Setting up traps is the only way to kill this guy, because if I were to hit him, then I will have a bad time, and I'll demonstrate that in a second. But yeah, that will eventually kill him. He's got fire protection, so it will take a while. As you can see, yeah, because I weakened him up, I can do that, but as you can see, attacking him does a lot of damage to me. See, I was killed trying to hurt 𝒔𝒑𝒏𝒏𝒆, and if I try and shoot this guy at range, same effect, I will get damaged, and that is to incentivize killing him in more unique ways. If you see this guy, run, come up with a trap, and if you can't, then you're going to have to find a way to outwit it. So that's all I've got for Tempest Tuesday this week. I have been working on other projects as well involving Tempest Tuesday, but it's just a lot of background work that needs to be done. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you very much to my Patreons, Mike, Kyle, Patrick, Mr. DemonN, and mblohr. Thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to watch the entire Tempest Tuesday playlist, which I'll link here. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.